Hey guys, welcome to another review here for you for Liverpool. This is going to be the end of season 4 review. We've already had halfway through, which was February, and now this is going to be the end of the season. And if you saw the wrap up for season 3, I think it was, you're going to be experiencing a lot of deja vu as it's fairly pretty much the same thing. Manchester City once again winning the Premier League, no surprises there, and they won it far more convincingly this time around. Sergio Aguero once again finishing top scorer, yada yada yada. We all know how that one was going to end out, I think you all know, but not quite the 40 goals this time, no, only the 37. And then we had 3 relegated clubs being Forest, Sheffield Wednesday. I don't even know how the hell they got back to the Premier League. They must have been, I think they may have been taken over or something. And then we had Middlesbrough also getting relegated. Something funny about Middlesbrough, which I will show you in a moment. In fact, I'll show you it now. We're going to concentrate on the top now. We came second. We're going to concentrate on that in a minute. What I want to concentrate on, though, is Middlesbrough down here. Now, they didn't win a single game in the Premier League all season. Look at that. Played 38, won 0. I even posted this on Reddit, on the Football Manager subreddit, because I was just so amazed at this. That was, if it was on FM Base or FM Scout, I probably would have posted that as well, but I'm not. So, yeah, I was staggered. Utterly staggered. He drew 8 times, and rather embarrassingly, one of those 8 times was against us. But to be honest, those had other priorities, which I'll explain in a minute. It was an early season, this one, to give without any spoilers, I suppose. It was an early season. As you can see, City out and away dominating this league. I mean, okay, yeah, we drew 11 times, again, too much with the draws. But 14 points behind them, and everyone else is in the wake. I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, Swansea, actually, to be fair, they came 8th in the end, which was really, I suppose, good for them. But, you can really see the gaps here, evolving. I mean, Arsenal, Chelsea in the Europa League, Tottenham getting into that one, Man United, no surprise there. And obviously, there's a lot. You find now a lot of changes seem to happen. This is when the game goes a bit transitionally. And I'll explain that in a minute, but we'll go to the stats, play stats. Sergio Aguero once again topping the goal scorers. Rooney, obviously. Musa Sow, I really do need to buy. In fact, I've actually already started the next season. What I did was I saved this on another save on another title and then carried on. So I'm actually ahead of my own self, which makes sense. That's how bad I am at this. We've got Cavani, Van Persie, and Suarez, who is far more lethal than he is in real life. Let me tell you. But let's go through some of the transfers I made. So I can't exactly remember some of these, but just trying to think of which ones are both. Okay, I don't think I actually signed too many players. Right, okay, yes, I do remember now. The only player I did sign, of course, as you know, was Deulofeu, and that was right at the end of the transfer window, which you indeed saw. The only signing, sell, whatever, that I have made so far that I've sold players is John Joe Shelvey. He can't really get into this quite congested midfield, and let me tell you now, I have made a few signings already. I don't want to actually show you it now because I'm going to spoil it or anything. I'm like in October, and I've signed 2 players. I signed Gotze and I signed Carlos Fierro, and I think that was it really, because I didn't really think I needed to add to it, because as I will show you in a moment, where is he? Where's he gone? That's how I was doing that. Okay, so I've signed Gotze and Ferro. That'll be next season. I could have him here, but I would say on the future save. Steven Gerrard will retire. As you can see, one name missing at the moment is Jamie Carragher. That's because he's retired. I think he's in limbo. I will sign him as a coach. But Steven Gerrard also, he's weird because Carragher says at the start of the new season, oh, I'm going to retire at the end of the season. And then it's like June. Like the start of June. And then Gerrard goes, I'm going to retire in July. And it's like, oh, I thought you were going to have one more season. I mean, he's only, what is he? He's 35. I mean, it's not old. I mean, look how much he's, to be fair, I mean, that's ridiculous for a 35-year-old player. But, I mean, he's only 35. I mean, I think he'll play on until he's at least 36, 37. I mean, that's like another season. He has that natural talent, But yeah, they are the players I've got. I mean, let's go over some of the goals as well that we've seen. Luis Suarez dominating the goals with 31. Dzeko, he's really getting into his stride now. He's got 25. Rondon with 20. Coates and Wilson to combine getting 12. from corners and so on. But, chipping in with a decent five is not bad at all. These are decent little options to have. Raheem Sterling with fourth. David Ferretti, very, very good little regen. He is, should point out, very, very good little winger, signed from Roma, as you'll know. 3 goals and 1 assist. He even got 1 man of the match. He had a great impact one game. Can't remember what one it was, but he had a great impact. I see him in Gerrard. You can kind of see how how he goes there. He's only got 2 goals, and yeah, it was really really interesting on seeing some of these plays. But I'm going to show you now how did we actually get on in all the other competitions then. So if we go from February. So as I say, we got to the League Cup final. However, major problem with that, we lost. We lost on penalties this one. This was it was a great game, to be honest. This one, everyone kind of let me down. Dzeko, Gerrard, and Suarez missing. I don't think that'd happen in real life. Suarez would miss because he's a terrible penalty taker. But it was a letdown, to be honest. Everyone kind of really flunked on this one. Gerrard also really got injured really early on, and he really just couldn't find that form, and yeah, it went all horribly wrong. Adam Matthews, I should point out, is a very, very good player. I would absolutely recommend it. You can get him very cheap. He is a very, very versatile, in fact, one of the most versatile wing backs I've seen. It's it's potentially a fairly good player. Trust me, he's better than that. It says worse than Johnson and Kelly in terms of ability. That is not the case. He is a good player from his Premier Division side. Trust me, he is very good. Once he gets into his prime, I think he'll be an excellent wing back. So he can play at right or left. So it was really, really good. And then we let's see. So we got knocked out, unfortunately, of the FA Cup, as you know, by Man United. So that was not going anywhere. We then had the Champions League. We played Paris Saint-Germain. We played them at Anfield, 1-1-0. Nene scoring an own goal. They kind of dominated this one, but we can't. It was sort of they dominated, but we had spells where we dominated, but it was mostly them. So if that makes sense. And then, oh Christ, this game to me was just one of those things. It was like, yeah, you know what? This game's fucking scripted. Gamero, who for some reason went sick in this game, he went absolutely batshit crazy, scored a hat-trick. Nene scoring another own goal. Couldn't quite believe it. Rondon and then Dzeko scoring a 91st minute winner. Now, I was a bit confused with this. Now, it was 2-1 at half-time, so that meant it was 2-2 on aggregate. But we were, at that point at half-time, winning the tie because we had the away goal. Then they scored 2. They scored another 2 to make it 4-1. So I'm thinking, shit, that's game over. And then Rondon kind of got lucky with a goal, and then Dzeko right at the end, pulling it back for us. So we survived that by the absolute skin of our teeth. Honestly, it was unbelievable. And then we played Porto, of all teams, in the quarter-final. Dzeko and Matina, with a 90. That was a bonus, to be honest. We dominated this game. The finishing was terrible. It's weird because the thing about Salomon Rondon, I should point out, he has most games he's good, but occasionally they've got this run where he just won't do anything. Dzeko is kind of similar as well, but he's not as bad. Rondon, where he'll just he looks like a headless chicken. But when I go on holiday, he always scores. I'm on a holiday a few games this time. I just do it just because I can. I don't, not meant in any malice way, but he always scores. I don't know what it is when I go on holiday, but he just doesn't like playing for me. And then we went to the drag out, and Suarez getting a double. At that point, we got the away goal, and I thought, game over. Then they fought their way back. Simon Kajia with their own goal, Cisse scoring, and then Suarez put it to bed. So it cannot. I hate that this game over 2 legs is stupid because you always have something like you cannot hold a lead. Even if you're winning 5-0, you will succumb that lead. That lead will go over 2 legs. This game's a dick. Unfortunately, we had the rematch against Bayern Munich in the semis. Ribéry scoring for them. Now, I didn't think this was too bad. They dominated this game, but we had to go to Anfield next, and I thought this would be a good game. Unfortunately, that was not to be the case, and we lose out once again. This time in the semi-finals, couldn't retain the Champions League. Johnson starting off with a very, very bad own goal to start. And then it was 3-0. I thought, fuck it, we're not turning up. We sort of ended with a whimper in the end. And I've got these friendlies for next season, so we ended with a whimper in the end. And we beat Swansea 3-0. Like a little thing there, but over. And then right at the end. We played Borough. This was appalling. We were so bad. Bresciano, I don't know where the hell this guy came from. Um, he just all of a sudden started playing like a beast. Yeah, so unfortunately, it was a season of very nearly. The champion. It was obviously I mean Bayern Munich went on to win it. Let's see, which is current season. Yeah, they beat Real Madrid in the final. So I mean, Higuain got a lot of first minute goals. No thing. But yeah, they did really well. Um, and they were far better. And if I look, if I go back now to last season, I mean, I think this has kind of showed you how lucky we were. I mean, no, so that was the semis. Where's the quarters? Yeah, we beat Bayern in the quarters last time, 7-0. Don't even ask me how that happened. Kind of show, yeah. Let's see, got Dzeko with two, Pedro, Gerrard, Suarez, and Kagawa. So it was just extraordinary, way of doing it. But I think Bayern Munich had, really, helped the squad this time. They'd really improved it. So it was a season of very nearly. Oh, excuse me. And I couldn't really get anywhere. But I've signed Gotzi, I've signed Fierro, maybe a few other players as well. I'm going to see. But I'm already through a little bit of season. I think it's 5 now. So and we're doing pretty well. So I'll keep you tabbed on that. We're going to do another update then in February for the next season. I don't think I've missed anything else. Let's see if unfortunately I haven't got the. Let me do the wrong. Yeah, I don't have. Oh, the winners were Leeds, Villa, and Cardiff to come up, which is a bit weird. Aston Villa, I don't know why they're so bad on this. I just can't explain it. And then what else do we have? I'm trying to go over it in my head. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. But the boardroom confidence is fine, stable, controlling the wage. I mean, the transfer budget's getting a bit stupid now, but that's what happens. I mean, also, if you've noticed in a few of the games, if you've looked at the attendances, we are slowly expanding the stadium. I think this is what the board in real life need to do: slowly expand the Anfield. Because I mean, a lot of people are drawn to Anfield because it is, and I don't care what team you support, what your opinion is of Liverpool. Most people will admit Anfield is a legendary stadium. To knock it down would be a bit of a travesty. I know Arsenal did it with Highbury and so on, but it didn't. That wasn't. I don't. You can't compare Highbury to Anfield. Don't get me wrong. Highbury was a great stadium, but Anfield has something else that most other stadiums don't. And I personally think expanding the stadium to 55, 60,000 would be a very, very good option for Fenway Sports. So, that's just to give you an idea. And I think the Football Manager have shown that, that is what, and they have said, that's what they would rather do, expand the stadium. Whether that's a realistic option or not, we'll have to see. But the game thinks it is. So, yeah, so it was a season very nearly this time, although we couldn't win anything. It's another trophyless season, I suppose. Never had any on Football Manager 11, and now I'm not getting any. I'm not winning any trophies at all this time. It's a terrible shame. Anyway, thanks for watching, lads. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back for the February update soon. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.